Hi, welcome. We're doing some stuff and some things, and this will be like the last normal episode. Because next episode, we're gonna go and defeat the dude. And that's where everything ends. I'm pretty sure that this is 99. If not, then there will be another episode. So, what we're gonna do is some side questy junk. And this is the first one. I'm not pressing the right button. There we go. I always press the wrong button on this thing. I might need stamina food. Ah, I did it. First try. Okay. Now what do I do? Gorgeous. So I just needed to take this and show it off to someone, right? Giant horse, mounted archery camp, Straya. After all, how giant could it really be? It's big. Okay, now where do I go? Where is the archery camp is my question, I guess. Oh, it's so far. Look at this garbage. I have to take the horse all the way over there? That means I have to get past, like, maybe 2 Lionels. Okay, well that'll be a bit more difficult than I was expecting. Oh well. And so the horse has no dash abilities at all. It is 2 Lionels. Maybe. Okay. I don't know how much I care. Can I just run past the Lionel? Yeah, no, definitely not. Run. Why don't you run? Okay. Yeah, you fool. I could just, do the thing where you use ancient arrows and all that good stuff, but that's no fun. Seems Lux isn't able to come. Good, hopefully. I don't need my horse dying again. Oh, what a shot. I'm so good. You guys haven't actually seen me fight a Lionel in a long time. My sword's gonna break. This is just how I wreck face. And then we got stasis again. Let me just break this on your face real quick. I missed. Boop. This is bad. I just need to smack him with something. And now I can switch to a 2-handed weapon. No, power attack. Power attacks are best. Do that. Yeah. Urbosa's Fury makes it pretty stinking good, gotta say. It helps more if you mount him at the end there, but eh. I don't have any. I thought I had some Daruk's protection junk, but no. Okay, do it. He's gonna jump away. You fool. Yeah. Stasis is great just because you can kind of slow him down a bit. My Claymore. I guess let's mount and beat his face for a bit. All you really gotta do is stun him, right? With the bow and whatnot. My hands are under the table, so this is kind of rough. Can't aim up as much as I normally do. Mount him and then just arrows. He just missed. What a scrub. He's got to be almost there, right? Gold Lionels are tough, no matter what, so. That said, I could have had all my attack up armor and all that good stuff, but. Eh. Now the question is there a second one I have to get past? Because that's kind of rough. It's not even the giant horse that's amazing at that point. It's my getting past 2 Lionels. I'm stealing its thunder. There are 2 of them. What kind of garbage is this? This one I can maybe get past, though. There's no way in heck he doesn't see me. Shh. Quiet, horsey. We're good. We're in the clear. Good. Haha. How do I don't like this. I think we're fine though. They put a lot of obstacles in the way here. I always thought these Lionels and this Wizrobe guy were really far out of the way. But I guess it's pretty much just for this stupid quest. Hey guys. Run. Run. No. Don't die on me. He's not exactly slow. Okay, it could be a whole lot worse. Hey, my dude. Stop. Halt. Hey. That horse, it's huge. Thanks. I've never seen one that big. Thanks. That is definitely an endemic species. Sorry, but can I take a good look at that horse? Sure. Thanks, I'll be right back. He's gonna try to ride it. It's definitely gonna escape. This is impressive. Quite interesting. Very. Wow, with this much info, I can feel my spirit for discovery murmuring in contentment. It's definitely different, seeing something with your own eyes rather than just reading about it. Thanks. This is to thank you for helping with our investigation. Couldn't you have just, like, walked over the mountain and then looked at the horse from a distance? I don't know. To think that there's actually a horse that big out there. How surprising. Yeah. Now, the next question is, if I take it to the stable, can I keep it? Because there's kind of no point if not. So look, I'm not pressing the side buttons, right? And he'll stay on the path. That's pretty cool. That's really cool. Okay, until he gets, you know, all salty about it. But that means if I had a highly trained horse, right, then they'd probably just stay on the path nearly perfectly. Okay, now I'd like to register this horse that is bigger than your stable. Perfect. Now stay here. Excuse me, sir. Looks like you've got yourself a new steed. Do you want to register it? Yes, please. I can. Yeah. You sure you want this one? Heck yeah. Not a problem. We charge a registration fee. Yeah, that's fine. I'm pretty rich. 20 rupees. I didn't think you could get a saddle for this guy. Please enter a name for your horse. Huh. Okay, so it's black and it's got orange hair. What do I want to call it? His name will be Plod. Why? Why is your name your name? We'll never know. I'll take it with me. Now I do want to see if I can move the armor to this guy, the ancient armor. You know, the teleporty stuff? Because if I could teleport this guy everywhere, that'd be kind of sick. Oh my goodness, that's no pony, is it? It's so big. I'm sorry, but I don't think I have any gear that'd fit such a large horse. And I bet it wouldn't like its mane handled. Ah, please. Come on, just give it some dreadlocks. It wouldn't like its gear changed. I wonder if I can even put it on there then, because I really want him to have the monster saddle would be okay. Nah, unfortunately it looks like we're just not allowed to put the fancy saddle on the giant horse. So what I think I'll do for the last half of the episode here is I'm going to go ahead and just show you guys around some of the spots that I used earlier in the game before I had all 120 shrines and all that jazz. Just very useful locations. So the first one we're going to here is the Ferren Tower, I want to say. And getting up here early in the game kind of sucks, but once you get up, yeah, Ferren Tower. There are a bunch of hardy durians, which if you don't know what a hardy durian does, you just cook the thing and it gives you a full health food, and it also allows you to have up to 20, I think it is, 20 extra hearts. So early in the game, it practically maxes out your health, even though you don't have all the heart pieces and all that stuff. So yeah, it's just right here next to the tower, and you can run around with stasis, and it'll show you all the durians. I'll typically just blow up the trees to harvest all the stuff. And that bomb didn't work. Nice. Yeah, and then they just fall out. You can also break all the wood, it just makes it easier, and lets you get some extra stuff. But as you can kind of see, there's a ton of them around here. Over there, over there. And if you climb up on top of the place, there's more, but it's not a bunch. And there's also Hinox up there, so I wouldn't really recommend going that far. Also going from that same area, right there with the hardy durians, if you just head north, along the side of this mountain here, there are some more hardy durians, but there's also a bunch of these glowing rocks, the luminous stones, as you'd call them. You can see them over there, but if you just run along the side here at night, they're all glowing, and it's really good for money. And there's also some of these fancy gem rocks. Yeah, so that'd be like 600 rupees right there, I think. And then each of the luminous stones, I believe, sells for 80, maybe. If not, whatever, but it's a fair bit of money early game. Yeah, so just along this whole ridge right here. Arrows in this game are like some of the easiest ways to fight. Not some of, they are just the easiest way to fight. Safest and all that, and you can do the highest DPS, technically, because of the slow motion time stuff. But when you have over either 100 or 200 arrows, the shop people won't stock them. It might even be 50. If you have over 50 arrows, the shops won't restock. But it's always good to have a really big backlog. So you'll want to get right up to like 50 arrows. Wait 2 days at some random campfire. And then the shops will restock. Go around to all the shops, buy their stuff. That'll give you like 250 arrows. But if you want more than that, or you just don't want to pay, right here next to the Gerudo Tower over in Zora's domain, if you just make your way up here and murder all of the Lizalfos, especially in this little area, there's a bunch of archers stationed up here. They'll all drop bundles of arrows, 1 or 2 bundles, and it gets you a ton. And just making your way along this entire route, there's a ton of arrows you can get. It's probably like over 150 arrows just for running through here once. So that's incredibly useful. I would still use that, but I think I have enough arrows to finish the game pretty comfortably here. Yeah, 150 normal ones, and then a lot of the other ones. Also from Gerudo Tower, if you head like southwest just a little bit, where is it? That way? Yeah. So down towards this little island in the marsh area, there's a little treasure cave, we'll call it, and it has a really useful item in it. As you probably know, multi-shot bows are some of the best stuff in the game. Like super stinking good, because they just increase your damage by a lot. So, right from Gerudo Tower southwest, there's this little cave here. It'll have a rock in front of it for you if you've never been in here. But once you get inside, there is, well, this guy picked it up actually. That right there, that bow. You see the wooden bow on the ground there. That is a forest dweller bow, I think it's called. Yeah, forest dweller's bow. And that gives you a 3-shot bow with 15 damage early in the game. So it's nothing compared to a Lionel bow, but it's still like 45 DPS early game. And the triple shot makes it harder to miss as well, which is very useful. On the topic of weapons here, if you head over to the Woodland Tower in the northeast side of the map over here, that's where we are. On top of this skull, if you climb out through the window and get up top, there's a royal claymore here, and that's there like all the time. It's not a scaled weapon, so you can find that as soon as you start the game, and it'll still be a royal claymore. So that's very useful. Now we're at the Gerudo Tower right here. It's in the bottom left of the map. And if you just head over to the west side over here, best not to fall off the side and actually get a good height. But you'll have to climb this wall, and that'll take you to another treasure cave. So there's the tower. Here's the cave. These rocks do reset every time, so whenever you come here, you'll have to remove the rock. But I think if you remove this one boulder on the side, actually, then you can just crawl inside. So we'll do that. Another small tip, if you didn't know, you can actually redirect where a rock is going to fly just with an arrow. Oh, there's another rock inside. That's mean. You can actually hit that rock through the little hole, so that's fine. Then you just crouch and crawl past. And this gives you a Gerudo Sphere, which is meh. Gives you a Radiant Shield, which is pretty good. Moonlight Scimitar, pretty meh. But the Edge of Duality here is like a 50 damage Claymore. And Claymores are really stinking good, especially early game. Okay, now we're at the Dacha Shrine. This is over in the Ferren Woods again. And you have to go up the waterfall that's right outside this place, because you're trying to get up to Riola Spring here. So, if you've already got the Zora armor, it'll make it real easy. You can just teleport to the Dacha Shrine, and then swim up the waterfall. That'll take you straight to the top. And once you're up here, you just want to go to the left side. This is just the place I've found is the best. It's not super important where you park it though. It's just got to be kind of under a tree. Just because when it rains, you don't want to have to replace your fire under a cave or something. So we'll go ahead and place a campfire down right there. Light it. You can use a flint and a metal weapon if you don't have a fire weapon. And we'll sit here until morning, which I think is 5 minutes away actually. Oh no, it was like 23 hours. Gotcha. We'll relight that immediately. And then as soon as this guy spawns, you'll catch the updraft. I'd recommend using a golden bow or an ancient bow. I'll use ancient bow because I have it, but golden bows are easier to find. And I believe there was one in that stash that I just showed you as well. Owie. You can dodge those lightning balls, but, you know. And what you can do is, this will drop a horn, a shard of ferocious horn. And you can use that to make 30-minute foods, basically. So I've got these speed foods that I use just all of the time. All the time. And you can only get it up to 30 minutes by using a shard of ferocious horn, or shard of some dragon horn. This guy's just the easiest one to farm. So if I were to wait here until morning again, I could just repeat this over and over and over. But one thing to note is after like 6 horns or so, they'll start to despawn. So you want to make sure you go pick them all up every now and then. Now we're over here in the Dacha Shrine. This is just kind of close to the, what is this, Lanayru Tower? Yeah. And we're going to collect some Fleet Lotus seeds. Is that what they're called? These guys, Fleet Lotus seeds. And this will allow us to make that speed food I was just showing you. Now what I would recommend doing is if you have the Sheikah sensor thing, go ahead and just turn that on, get a picture of your Fleet Lotus, and track them down that way. But I basically know where most of them are. The only thing you have to watch out for is this Guardian guy. And there's a real easy way to just deal with these guys. Even early game, it's pretty fine. Obviously, it'll take longer. So just shoot him in the eye once. Grab your two-handed weapon. Let's use the ones we picked up, because why not prove a point? And then just like 3 hits per leg. And then hang on to the inside here. And as you chop the legs off, it just stun locks him. So it doesn't even matter. And then he's probably... yeah, dead. After you chop all the legs off. Plus you get extra parts by chopping the legs off, so... And the Fleet Lotus seeds really start showing up over on this side here. You see all the lily pads scattered around? They spawn in those patches, like right there. So we'll do that. And then if we just run this way, they should start spawning soon. I might have been through here recently. That's my bad. Oh well. Anyways, this is a good area for them. Yeah, now you can see all of them spawning around. You just kind of got to watch out for the LOZ alphas, because some of them are very high level around here. But that's probably just because I've done literally everything else in the game. So on the foodstuffs, what you want to do is use 3 high-level ones. So Fleet Lotus ones are considered high-level speed boosts. So I could use all of those, and it would give me the tier 3 speed boost for like 4 minutes or something. But that's inefficient. So you want to use 3 high-level ones, 1 lower-level one, which I think mushrooms are. You can use a Swift Carrot, which you can get in Kakariko Village, and that's way cheaper, but I'm too lazy to go over there at the moment. And then those 4 things with one of those shards of Ferocious Horn that we got earlier. Throw that in a pot. Skip the cutscene because it takes forever. And then it gives you your 30-minute speed dish. And that also works with all the other like types of dishes. So if I wanted a high-level attack one, I'd use like 3 razor shrooms. 1 weak-looking thing. Like the Mighty Thistles, those are a weak one, and there's tons of them everywhere. And then 1 random horn. Throw it all in a pot. Level 3 for 30 minutes. Yeah, so that's useful. So early in the game, money can be quite a bit of a problem. Or at the very least, it's super useful to have a ton of. So I recommend just running around and hunting. Outside of Kakariko Village, if I can find it quickly here. Yeah, back in this area from Kakariko Village, there's just a ton of deer. So if you just get a horse or something and ride around, you can go hunting for days, and it's way more interesting than this way. However, doing it here in Hateno Village, talking to this guy is way more consistent and can make you a bit more money quicker. Holder, you're up pretty early. Yeah. So he'll ask you to hunt some deer for him, which you say yes. And I'll actually say no first. So what you want as a prerequisite for this is the Sheikah armor. So we'll go ahead and put on all of this. And that just makes it a lot harder for the deer to notice you, which you really want when you're trying to hunt them down here. So you talk to him, he'll take you into this little mini-game area. It is an area actually in the game that you could go hunt, but there are not this many deer this consistently. So you can just use any random bow, just a one-shot bow is best. And then, so you want them not to notice you? I shot something. Oh, I think I killed that. Man, I'm a pro. But all of these locations are set. So you can run around here every time and shoot the exact same deer in the exact same locations. And he's running. Oh, what a shot. But yeah, you also get some extra rupees just for hunting him for the guy, basically. Oh. And it gives you 1 minute to do it, which is quite a bit of time, honestly. But I think a knight's bow is probably the weakest one you can use without any attack ups or anything. This feels a lot easier than it used to be. I don't know. Anyways, time's up. After 1 minute, he'll take you back. I killed 7 deer that time, so I think I'll get a red rupee, which doesn't really mean much, but it kind of pays for maybe the arrows you used. I don't know. 7 deer. Wow, that's incredible. I felt like I did really bad, too. I think there's a total of 10 or 12 deer out there that you can get. Yeah, so he'll ask you to go again. You can say yes. You don't really need to. And then you'll want to take all of the prime just to a campfire. You'll take 5 of it, throw it in a pot, and that'll give you a meat skewer. It only gives you 10 health, so it's not the best thing, but early in the game it can be useful. And then you'll take that to your merchant of choice. I'll just use Bruce here because he's right next to me. So you have things to sell, and early in the game this is just one of the best ways to make money, if not the best way to make money. So that'll sell for 210 rupees. And obviously, as I said, you can just repeat that over and over and over again and get 1 or 2 prime per deer. So you basically make like over 220 rupees per attempt at that deer hunting thing. So later in the game, 210 rupees per thing is still a bit slow. So you'll want to come up here to the top left in the Tabantha Tundra. This is right next to the Snowfield Stable. And just out in this area behind all that, I recommend really having a speed boost here. Or the snow boots. Snow boots are good too. But I would recommend having 2 pieces minimum of sneaky armor. And then you see the giant guy out there. You'll want to use either a strongbow or just use a savage Lionel bow. Make sure all 3 arrows hit, and you have to run towards these guys, otherwise your meat will freeze. So we got 3 prime meat there, which isn't much. See, and then I let that one sit there so it would freeze. It's real quick, so you really got to be moving for it. But the prime meat isn't exactly what we're looking for. We're looking for the next step up. Which if we shoot this guy, hopefully he'll drop one for me. Yeah, that right there, raw gourmet meat. And these guys can drop all raw gourmet meat, which is fantastic. And 5 of those, you'll do the exact same thing we did with the prime. So back at the stable, or any cook pot, it doesn't really matter. You'll just take the gourmet meat, do the exact same thing we did with the prime. Then you'll sell it just like the other stuff. The only difference is this gives you like 490, and it's way, 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 way more interesting to hunt than those stupid deer. It's also more consistent, honestly, I feel like. So, yeah, I think that's about all the information I have to impart to you guys. So as always, thanks for watching. Have a good day. And in the next episode, we're going to fight Ganon and end all of this. I don't think there's much else I care to do in this game. Got all the Deku seeds, got all the shrines, got all the heart stuff. We're looking good. So yeah, see you next time. Have a good day. Bye-bye.